kicking back and I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, SeANA, back with this joint with another video. Yeah. Alright, so since I'm like filming videos, so like, you know, while I look cute and everything, I thought I'll try to get in as many videos as I can. I know I've been slacking on videos, and like I keep saying that I'm coming back, and then like, okay, but I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. I'm trying to do this. I guess I'm gonna try to, I don't want it to be a really long video, but I'm gonna try to talk a little bit real quick about my hair growth journey and length retention, and like what I've been doing lately that I think is really helping with keeping my hair moisturized and retaining length. So yeah, so if you're new to my channel, I have a playlist that is on my hair. There's a 20, I think there's a, I don't know, you have to look, but there's, I think I have like at least 2 of them right now, I don't know. But there's like 2 playlists of my hair growth journey where I went through an issue with iron deficiency. So I had an issue with iron deficiency anemia that caused my hair texture to grow out like a thinner, like very thinner, finer, way looser texture than this like normal texture. It was like very finer, loose, like it's not, it was like a very, very thin type of hair. And it was growing out from the root though. So no, it was not heat damage or nothing like that. I know it was growing out from the root all over my entire head. So obviously, like, okay, doing research, found out it was iron deficiency. And then eventually what happens is your hair will start to shed a lot, which is what happened to my hair. It started shedding a lot to where I lost like half my head. So you would have to go back and watch. I basically have a whole video explaining that whole situation. If you look for it in one of the playlists on my hair journey on my iron deficiency story. But basically I lost like the density of my hair. Like it was very, very thin, because like literally I'm pretty sure it was like half my hair was just gone from all the shedding. And basically I had to start all over with my hair journey, like with my hair, growing my hair out natural. So I mean, I let it grow out. So, like eventually, like I got my iron back up, taking iron supplements, and like the natural hair from the root, my natural like thicker, coarser hair started growing back out. And then after it grew out a good few inches, eventually I cut it short. So there's videos on that. I have a big chop video, all that. And that was like when I cut it, that was back in 2019. And then so this is where we're at now. Like I cut it probably like in a tapered style, so it's like shorter in the back and it got like a little bit longer in the front, but it's back to like the coarse thickness that it's normal supposed to be at, which is good. But so one of the things was, and I think somebody else commented this on one, maybe it was that video about the iron deficiency story, is that, so the thing is for me, it just kind of seemed like that when my hair grew, once my normal texture started growing back out after I got my iron up, it just kind of seemed like it was even thicker and coarser than it was. And I think somebody else said that too, that in their experience it seemed like that too. So I'm not sure, like my thing was either, I don't know, maybe that's because maybe your iron was kind of like a little bit low all along, and like this is how your hair, now that you're really getting your iron up, this is really how your hair is supposed to be. It really is normally like this coarse, I don't know. Or it's just because it's like new hair that you got to get used to like conditioning it and deep conditioning it a lot, and it just kind of softens up over time or something. So that was just kind of like my theory. I don't know, like I just felt like it's just easier to just keep it straight. But what I decided to do, what I thought of was like, well, ever since I grew my hair back out, I kind of feel like in a way I haven't really because I've been wearing it straight most of the time. It's either straight or I've done like, I think I had like braids and stuff. There's been times I had braids and stuff, or it's like straight majority of the time more than like natural. So therefore, I feel like when you think about it, it's not getting, it hasn't been like over the past couple years since it's grown out, it hasn't been getting conditioned and deep conditioned as much. Because we have it straight most of the time. When I have it straight, I'm keeping it straight up to like 3 weeks to a month at a time. And of course, like every time, like I would wash it and of course condition. And a lot of times I would deep condition before I straighten it again. But I was like, it's only getting conditioned and maybe deep conditioned about once a month. And I was thinking like back when I first did the big chop, when I first did the big chop in 2012, when I first went natural, I just remember like, I think I used to co-wash it a lot in the beginning. Like I remember I used to like probably jump in the shower just to like condition my hair like every couple days. Just because like when it started feeling too dry, I did not want to deal with it getting tangled. If I felt like it was starting to get a little too matted and tangled, then that was my first automatic like jump in the shower and smother it in conditioner, you know, like a good conditioner with slip, and so I can make sure it's detangled. And I used to do that a lot back when I first did the big chop, like, and I used to used to wear it like back in a puff. I mean, if you remember my older videos, if you were subscribed back then. Yeah, and I think maybe it's over time too, I kind of started getting like kind of lazy with that, feeling like maybe I don't need to do it, wash it that much or whatever. But I don't know, it just made me think like, well, since my new hair grew out after big chopping it, and this is like, this hair right here is like, this hair right here, none of this hair is the same hair from when I first went natural in 2012. All that hair is just gone. This is a whole entire new head of hair that started growing out from the root since like 2018. So there's all this hair is from 2018 and on. That's but ever since then, I've probably been wearing my hair straight most of the time and doing like styles with like ponytails, extensions, braids, and keeping it straight, and probably only wearing it curly for very short periods of time, once in a blue moon, kind of, like, I don't know. And now, so it made me think that the whole entire time since 2018, since this hair grew out my roots, I don't think I like really co-wash and conditioned it that much, where it's like constantly like just getting moisturized like every couple days, every other day, every, you know, with conditioner and water like every day, like every, I don't know, and being deep conditioning that often is probably like majority of the time it's probably only being conditioned and deep conditioned about once a month because of the styles that we're doing and keeping it straight most of the time. So it just made me think like, so back in May, so I had my hair straight and it was like definitely due to be washed, and I was like kind of thinking like, man, I don't really feel like straightening my hair again right now, but I definitely need to wash it. So then I kind of thought like, what if I just leave it curly? But I'm like, oh, I don't want to deal with it like getting all tangled, and I don't know. So it was just a thought, thinking that maybe I should just, maybe we just need to like condition it more and deep condition it more or something. So like if I wear it curly, then instead of like waiting weeks or a month to wash and condition it, you do it like, I don't know, within a week, 1 week or like less. And then I even like started watching, because I was like thinking about it, and I started watching videos about co-washing and stuff, and started watching like natural hair people that pretty much co-wash or just like only co-wash and never even like use shampoo or whatever. And some of these people are like, their thing is they're like, I don't know what you call it, I don't know, like their go-to thing that they have to do is like they basically co-wash their hair, like either like some do it like literally every single day, so maybe like every few days or whatever, and that's like their key that they swear that keeps their hair like soft, moisturized, and retaining length. I don't know, it just keeps their hair softer and less coarse and just like easier to manage and all that stuff. So it's making me think like, okay, so that's like basically what I should definitely do is try that, because it made me think like, yeah. And then plus if you co-washing it like even like at least every few days or so, it's not gonna be that tangled up and stuff. So it'll be like easy, it should be like quick and easy, and you won't have that much like loose shedded hair coming out because you just did it like only a few days ago. So it's like you're kind of like, especially in, this is like, okay, and what I'm saying too is this is also good too, like if you're somebody who likes wearing washing clothes a lot instead of keeping your hair like twisted up, you know, like some naturals prefer to keep their hair braided or twisted up in order to retain length and keeping it detangled. Where I'm somebody who I like to be more free. I don't feel like spending all this time detangling, or I mean twisting it and all that every time I wash it. And like I just like the freedom of having like loose, like curly, you know, free curly hair out. But yeah, but co-washing it, especially if it's coarse and a tighter curl. So basically what I'm saying is that if you're like me and you have a tighter curl, I have like a few different textures, but it's probably mostly between like 3C and some 4A, like 4A up in here. There's some 3C, and my hair is like very loose, or it's like a lot looser in the very back. But yeah, you have like, but it's like my hair is kind of on the coarse side. It's not like very fine, you know. So if you have like a coarser hair type or a tighter curl type and you like just wearing it out a lot and not taking it, I always recommend like co-washing it like at least every few days or so. Definitely no more than a week, every few days, and that just keeps it moisturized, very moisturized and detangled and just easy to manage. Okay, so like I don't do like a bunch of twists and braids. Like when I go to bed, I'm literally just putting my hair, like I just pull it back into like a bun, okay? Or sometimes I might do 2 buns, it just depends. And plus I like doing it because it kind of helps also stretch my hair a bit. So like the next day, it will be a little bit more stretched if I just pull it back into a bun and, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't do like, I might, you know, feel like doing a couple braids or so to do like a braid out or something, but I'm just saying like majority of the time, like I just like the lazy the quick lazy approach. Like I just don't feel like doing all this stuff. Like I just like my hair to just be free in the way it is, so I just pull it back into a bun, 2 buns, and then like I'm going to like make sure I wash it and co-wash it. I mean, maybe just co-wash. Basically, all I'm doing is doing conditioner. I'm not doing all this extra stuff. So I'm trying to do like a quick thing where I can just slather in a bunch of conditioner and rake my fingers through it, and it should be easy if you're doing it regularly. That's what I'm saying. If you're doing it regularly, it should be easy every time. Like it shouldn't be like a long thing of spending all this time. Like you should be able to just like do it, like, you know what I mean? So basically, then I'll shampoo it though, like maybe every couple weeks or so, and I'll try to like I might not deep condition it every time, but I'll probably deep condition it about once a week or so. But I try to do the co-washing if I can. I try to do co-washing like at least every few days, but I try to go no more than a week. Once you get past a week, that's when the hair is starting to get a little bit harder to detangle from its just being out. So plus, I mean, constantly wetting it and adding conditioner is keeping it very, very moisturized, which can help to retain length, especially when you have like a little bit of a coarser type hair type. So, and I think that that's been helping me. So like I said, I'm definitely, since I've kept my hair curly and been conditioning it, like co-washing it like every few days, like I'm definitely seeing that my hair has gotten past, okay, I have to show you, but it's gotten past the boob length, okay? Like right now, like the longest parts of my hair in the back, and it's gotten past the boob length. And for me, usually, like, did I say that in this video? It was in another video. That usually my hair, I struggle with my hair getting past the boob length. Like the longest is like a bit past the armpits length, and then I think that's where like it probably breaks off at. And I know that the key to retaining length is moisture, keeping your hair moisturized all the way to the ends. So yeah, my hair is definitely, right now, the longest parts are definitely past my boob length. Getting closer to waist length, and we're getting closer to our gut. Alright, so real quick, I know this video is probably getting long anyway. This is the one that I'm currently using, the Aussie Miracle Moist. So I'm using this. I slather a ton of this when I get in the shower. So every like few days or so, I'm slathering a ton of this. That's why I get the big bottle. And even this big bottle goes pretty fast because I got a lot of hair. And I'm using a bunch of this, slathering it. And I don't know why, like they're putting the prices up on this stuff, so that's kind of annoying. But this used to cost like, what was this one? That used to be like $5. I don't know. I know that they put the prices up because now they're like $6 or $7 ish. But this, yeah. So I use like, I don't know how many pumps, but like we're gonna use like huge fat globs, and I'm smothering my hair until it is like, yeah. That's. Okay. And then I'll just show you, this one is also another one I use. You can see this one is gone. Pretty much, but a little bit, like I put like some water in there so I can try to get like the rest of it. But so I got like a little bit of this one left to use, but this is the Herbal Essence Hello Hydration. So this one is so these are like probably the main two that I mostly buy. Between, it's like the Herbal Essence ones or this Aussie Miracle Moist one. They have a lot of slip, and I use like a ton of this to co-wash. I use a ton of that to co-wash just to like keep my hair moisturized and detangled like every few days in the shower. I don't want to do it every day. I know some people do it every day, but I don't know. I feel like every day because then it makes me feel like there's no point in putting like, you know, using up hair products like this that might cost like $10 or so. And I don't want that to go fast, and it makes me feel like, because I don't feel like I need to rinse it out like right the next day. Like my hair stays moisturized with that for a good few days. So, but we're using, you know, some people co-wash every single day, but it's just whatever your hair you feel you need. So, and some people swear by this, as in like some people notice like I definitely noticed my hair being softer. Some people say that they notice like the curl pattern even changing and being like soft, like I don't know, like their hair texture, like. But for me, I mean, like overall my hair is like a coarse like texture, but it's just soft. It's more like softer, like since I've been co-washing every day, and it's easier. It stays detangled most of the time. It's just, as long as I do it every few days, no more than a week, my hair stays detangled pretty much. Like, and I can still wear it out. And then once I'm out the shower, I just usually moisturize it with some coconut oil to seal in. So like I basically do the lock method, LOC, right? So yeah, so that's like the LOC method, but that's just what I've been doing anyway since I first went natural. Like that's just what, but that's what works for me. Then I use a leave-in lotion. So I've been using this one from Daisy. I've been using this one from Daisy America, and then I also use this Shea Moisture. I also use the Shea Moisture Strengthen, Restore, Leave-In Condition, the Jamaican Black Castor Oil. This is very good, very moisturizing, so I really like using that. And then sometimes I'll seal. This is actually like some shea butter. So it's probably like, don't mind the hair all over it. It was like shea butter mixed with some oils. So sometimes I'll like take a little bit of that and rub it all through my hands and like just go over, because that kind of like completely seal it in and keep it moisturized even longer. So that's basically, and of course focusing on the ends. When you put all these moisturizing things, the ends is, you know, but I mean, I try to get from the roots too, especially when I'm conditioning. I do like focus the conditioner on the roots too, like really good, because like the roots is probably like the coarsest part because it's the new growth. So the conditioner is slattered all the way through my hair, from the roots through the ends, like a ton of it. Just now let it sit on my hair while I wash up and do whatever else I do in the shower. So that's like helping soften and really moisturize my hair from the roots to the ends. So anyway, so that's it. So that's basically, I think that's, yeah, so basically I think that's all I really want to say. Just talk about length retention, and I was trying to show you like an update on where my hair is at. So let me see, I might have to show you in a different clip where I can get it. You can see it. So this is like, I think this is the longest piece. So there's my boob. And the longest piece is coming down to like here. So that's past the boob. I don't know if I can show you in the back because it's hard to grab my hair. But yeah, so hair is definitely growing, guys. Like, this is like, ouch. So I'm trying to like, you know, keep this up for as long as I can. I mean, and this is what I've been doing all summer. I'm sorry I meant to make more videos throughout the summer. I wanted to do a lot of like curly and natural hair videos throughout the summer since I was keeping my hair curly. But, you know, and now it's the fall, so there's a good chance that I'm probably gonna want to straighten my hair again soon. But I mean, since I've been doing this and figure out how to manage it better by co-washing it and keeping it moisturized more often, I probably won't just only keep it straight all the time like I have been doing like almost the past 2 years or so. Pretty much like it's been straight majority of the time. I mean, yeah, I did a couple curly hair videos here and there, but like I said, whenever I did keep it curly, it was usually for like a short amount of time, and like maybe no more than a few weeks or something, and then I'll go back to keeping it straight. But so far I've actually, this is probably the longest I had my hair curly since big chopping it, since like my new hair from May, and we're now in September. Alright, so that's the end of my video. Leave me some comments, let me know what you think about the whole co-washing thing for moisturizing and retaining length. Is that what you do, or do you have other methods that you do for retaining length? And yeah, and I'll have links. There should be some links in my description where you can buy products that I talk about. I have like an Amazon storefront too, so I trying to start putting products in there that I talk about. So, but I usually like list them in the description, or they'll be in the Amazon storefront. So either way, there will be a link somewhere in the description. So anyway, see you in another video. Bye. Peace.